So, I've been meaning to ask you, but why do you hate Issei so much? What? I'll get the tea started. We're gonna be a while. Why do I hate Issei so much? Alright, I'll entertain you. Let's talk about why I hate this twink boy Issei. Now, to keep it very much a stack, I already know. I've made a video long ago, 4 years ago. Damn, that video is old. But 4 years ago, I talked about, why I didn't necessarily like him. Let's just actually be honest with each other. That video, its audio, and everything about it probably is outdated as I don't know what. So, I think it's about dang time we reestablish why I hate him again. And with 4,000 people now this time, you will fully understand the absolute hate, the violation. I would do basically anything to get over on this man here, because this man sucks balls to the absolute highest degree, and you will never truly understand my level of hate for this man. I sound like the third Hokage for the Naruto Unhinged stuff, where he's like, every day I pray for his downfall. I hope he would just wake up and die. That is how I feel, because I am petty like that. But I'm not joking though, that's legit how it is. And I know somebody's gonna be like, is it just the fact that he has Konako? Yes! Yes it is! 100% yes it is! I do not care! I don't care! I don't care what you have to say about that. Konako is literally a goddess. Why the hell does this twink boy half a football hair having ass person has Konako in his midst? Why is there a whole ass alternate version of DXD that exists out there that Konako is having this man's baby? No, absolutely not. I will not stand for it. Somebody needs to get stabbed. That's just gonna be how it is. That it just is what it is at that point. But outside of the Konako thing, what are some valid reasons as to why I hate him? Oh boy, there's about a few ones I can think of, just to be absolutely immediate with you. So, what is some few things about this bitch right here that I don't like? Well, let's start it off, shall we? First of all, handed powers. Man was just given gifts, donations, nothing of the sort. Just absolutely just don't earn shit, just don't get anything through hard work. The only ability he has gotten hard work, and I will, honestly, I want to throw it when I say give him credit for anything, but I have to give him credit for Dress Break. That is the only thing we have seen him actively work on and actively try to do when it comes down to any of his abilities. Anything outside of that, straight up just a gift. Like, he didn't even go through no growth or nothing like that when it comes down to these powers. He didn't really, handle anything in the typical way we normally see in anime. No, he just got handed this shit. This shit wasn't equivocal exchange. This was not that. He just got handed stuff. What do I mean by this? Alright, let me ask you a whole ass question. In the absolute story of DXD, how did he get the Red Dragon Emperor power? How did he get Dreg? I'll give you a few guesses. I'll give you some time for that. And I promise you, you're still not going to necessarily understand how exactly he got it. The only reason why this man actually has it is because he got lucky. I'm not joking. The only reason why the whole Red Dragon Emperor thing became his thing was because, I guess, of just randomness. At least that's what Akeno and Rias kind of came down to the conclusion of why he has it. Hell, that was the whole reason why, in the beginning, Ray Nair tried to stab this man and try to body him as he should be bodied, because she thought, oh, that must be within the boy, but apparently not. But she was miscalculating and didn't stab hard enough. So essentially, he has that power just because he got mad lucky. It was a damn gift to the character. Absolutely no way does this make any kind of sense, right? Usually when you get a power in an anime, it is shown explicitly, like, why it's done, or, how it through some hard work or through an emotional moment. Yes, he got that power, and that's how that works. But no, that's not how it works. Hell, even Jay went through his own damn little arc of something to get the power of purification. This man Issei didn't earn shit. This is why I'm telling you, he got gifted this hoe, and no one really comes through and question that. No one, you say it's to go, but no one questioned how he got his power. He just got given that shit, a gift. Get out of here with that nonsense. And it's not even just the power initially, but it's also like every other power he had was basically just a gift. And hell, even from the first moment, everything he kind of gotten from that point was a damn gift, if we're gonna be honest with you, right? Juggernaut Drive, basically a gift. He just got mad angry for literally the right reason, because Azia is kind of bad though, and honestly I would get pissed off too. But still, he unlocked this unholy, crazy, unsealable dragon state because he just got mad. Why does that? Why? How does that make any sense? I know you probably would look at me like, but Goku does it with Super Saiyan. How is that any different? Super Saiyan at least have biological reasons as to why, with the S cells and all that stuff to go Super Saiyan. So at least that makes sense as to why that happens. But when it comes to Issei, there's no freaking reason as to why that happens. There's none whatsoever. The same thing can be said literally for all his other states as well. His whole division power, hell, he just raw volley off that when they first fought. Oh, and let's not even forget about the whole point of the whole promotion and stuff. That's the whole system of how he gets his transformations from going to one position of the chess piece to another position of the chess piece. And yes, there is times where he can definitely just cancel out getting consent from Rias to kind of just leveling up those chess pieces, but still, even with those upper forms, they feel like some bullshit. I'm not just gonna sit here and lie. My biggest other reason as to why I don't like this man is his priorities. Listen here. I know what you're gonna say, but don't you like boobs? Don't you like booty? Yes, of course I do. 100%. That being said, it is not the main reason as to why I would go out and do anything, right? It is definitely not the whole behind reason. There is stupid times where I will go for that, but that's not my main reason overall for everything. Whether it's me in real life or whether it's Jay as a character or anything like that. That is not the reason why he acts that way or I act that way. Hell, a lot of the time, just to compare again, in my own damn story, this man is literally just, trying to actually take care of the people around him. He's not really thinking about getting some ass cheeks, and if anything, if you noticed, he really isn't the one that initiates getting some cheeks. It's everybody else that wants to initiate that with him, and then he just goes for it because, like, well, I'm here now, and that's kind of how it is. So, that's just the nature of how he kind of is. He doesn't try to go for any type of cheeks unless it's like, alright, downtime, let's try to go ahead and get some of that, because why the heck not? But when shit gets serious, and then we start actually fighting and focusing up for real. That's true priorities. Issei? No. Half the time he's out here fighting for his life, half the time he's out here trying to basically fight these strong ass enemies is because he's just like, oh, Rias is gonna give me some titties because spit on you, I spit on you. And it's even more crazy to have your power literally attached all the time to literally a pair of boobs or something of the sort like that. Now, am I gonna sit here and just absolutely dunk on the possibility of getting a power-up from something lewd? No, because I think that could actually be a cool plot point or something that you can actually use. That being said, it should be used all the damn time. And once again, the only time I'll give credit, unfortunately, to this absolute twink boy is when he beat Riser or Kaiser or whatever the hell the first dude was in the first season of the show. When he beat him, at least he took in all the consideration of the training that he did to fight that person. At least he took all that into consideration to deal that weak ass hit on Volley or whatever the hell, Riser, Kaiser, whatever the hell his name is, Ludwig Kaiser, bitch ass. And that was the only time he seemed a bit reasonable, because he was just like, yeah, Rias is not gonna get forced into marriage because you just want to have her. Fine, that makes sense. That's a understandable take. But everything else besides that one fight has been nothing but just, ooh, I gotta get me some booba somewhere, when that's been hella annoying. The reason why he beat Volley was because he got basically tricked into believing that, yeah, Volley's gonna just shrink down Rias's fun bags and everybody else's to a bare minimum division of that hoe, which Volley's not thinking that shit. Why would he ever think of that shit? The same kind of thing can be applied to when he fought Coco in season 4, when he basically had to touch Rias's fun bags one more time to power up again. And for whatever reason, his whole power was like affecting the people of Kyoto for whatever reason, which, dumbassity. That's all I got. Every damn thing has to be a priority. And even if it's not necessarily the powers and all that type of stuff, that is always on his mind. At times, that's kind of more of a priority than how another character is feeling, though, right? And I hate to be a guy in that damn occult research club, because if you're Gasper or Kiba, you're just a third wheel, and you just getting absolutely disrespected in the worst possible way, right? Especially Gasper. Of all people I feel bad for that is a man in this show, Gasper is. Mainly because he's goated. I like Gasper. He's a trap, sure, but also at the same time, he's VIP status when season 4 had hit during that damn rating game. And if I'm gonna allow anybody to touch Kaneko's cheeks or even clap them, I'll let Gasper clap. Only one time. He can only do it one time. I will let him clap one time, but after that, hell no, get your hands off my woman, and that's as far as that's gonna go. But his priorities is always on Boo. Even when it comes to serious moments, never is it about, damn, I could really lose here, or damn, I could really might, lose my life at some point here. But no, it's, damn, if I don't win, I can't get any boob. That's literally how it is. When, bitch, I think I would pretty much be here to be, kind of wanting to win off my own because, I just want to survive, and all that type of stuff. That's at least my damn brain. Hell, even when he had to fight Kuroka, and the only reason why he, again, achieved his own damn power is because he poked both of Rias's boobs at the same damn time, and awoken some nonsense energy. This man literally wasted so much time talking about some, which ones do I poke? Bitch, are you serious? That is the priority here? Like, you should just be off rip, getting mad and trying to do something already, instead of just being, oh man, I gotta poke some shit. Me, it's game time. We don't have time to play for any type of nonsense like that. We go ahead, do what we gotta do, and then after that, I'll go ahead and just do whatever to raise his boobs. That's easy. Third reason why I don't like this man? He missed his shots. What do I mean by that? Well, let's just be absolutely realistic with each other. If you were having Rias and all her crew basically with you 24/7, and you are surrounded by hot, beautiful ass women, I'm pretty certain 9 times out of 10, majority of us is basically going to try to go ahead and clap. Like, it is what it is. And most likely, we're going to get the chance to do so, and we're going to have fair game. It's going to be fine. No one's going to be basically questioning anything. It's going to be a natural occurrence. No one is going to say no to this. Man was literally in a whole sauna with Rias and everything. Rias was about to give it up. She was literally on the type of timing where it's like, you're gonna take these grimory cheeks and we're gonna start something crazy with it. She was on type of timing. She was about to give it up. Any man in this situation is immediately folding. Like, I don't care what it is. This ain't no, we must stay focused, bro. No, F that. This is Rias we're talking about. You fold when you need to fold. It is what it is. This might not even be Kaneko, but still, I'm folding to Rias. That's just how it is. But at the end of the day, you know what this twink boy did?
俺、部長。部長、こうとする女をここまでしても部長。あなたにとって私は。
Brother, how are you this damn dense? You literally went on whole bunches of tirades throughout the seasons. Be like, boob, 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 boob. Have a whole damn song that makes you basically sing about some boob that reverted you back out of your own damn juggernaut drive, which that was still a stupid ass thing that happened. But still, nonetheless, you have all this idea about boob, touching it, poking it, all that type of stuff in every and each and sort of way. And then the time comes to lay down some pipe on that red head fine grimory ass. You basically don't know why people are pissed at you, why you folded so bad in the worst possible way. I don't get it. I don't get it. How does this man want to be Harem King and he's afraid of clapping cheeks? I have never seen that before. Again, if this was me, and you already know how the answer is going to go if you've seen anything about me before, it's clap time. It is game time. It's not going to just be Rias' cheeks that's going to get clapped up. Everybody's going to get clapped up immediately. Kaneko Konako 3 times. It doesn't necessarily matter. It's over. Wraps finito. The Grimoire household is gonna welcome some new children to the family, cause that's gonna be how it is. I'm gonna be Harem King. Yeah, buddy, I heard that story before. How about you actually go ahead and do it like I am? The Chad am. That it just raps for you. It genuinely is. And you know it's not just me saying it, when literally other people that has watched this moment hated that scene too, cause it's like a what the hell are you doing type moment. And I just had to sit through all this and I'm just like, Konako, this is your mans? This is the mans that you wanna be around? This is who you like? This is the guy you try to lick the nipple off? This is the guy? How? And speaking of the girls liking this man, let's go into the next point. Basically, just being there all the damn time. What I mean by this is essentially, when you have Issei there, the girls are effing useless, right? They can't necessarily do any damn thing without Issei having some type of input in some shape and form. It's ridiculous when you have seen multiple times where there's attempts to have these girls to do something cool and they could actually pop off, only for Issei to come in and just ruin the damn moment, right? I'll get to a point in time where we get to talk about actually how good it would have been to see something from these girls, but just know, every single time they had an opportunity to actually show off these girls' abilities and actually show how strong they are, they don't ever do it. And that's a huge problem I have with this damn show, especially on the girls' side of things. Rias and Akano, arguably some of the most powerful women amongst the other types of women in this damn show. If I'm gonna keep it very much a stack, they should easily be able to wipe out certain enemies by themselves, but at the end of the day, they just don't get that chance to because, oh, Issei's the main character. That's dumb. You would never see me do some writing like that. At least Saki can hold her own against Fu and she about strong as hell. At least, you know, the girls can also hold themselves on against Madaka and Blue could get that final hit in when it came down to it. At least they could show off their power without Jay being around all the damn time. But it's crazy how they literally have all this power and then can't be able to use it for whatever reason because Issei is just here. And what makes it so bad is that because he's always there and they don't really get to showcase their powers at all, they basically just fall for this man for literally nothing. To this day, I still do not understand why Issei gets all the goods and all the glory for that Kuroka moment and why Konako gives him attention and all that type of stuff, because all this man did was basically be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna touch boobs, and also that's my priority, to be a harem king, and that's the reason why I'm gonna beat you today. He didn't care about Konako and all that shit. He didn't care about what she was going through at all. None of that. Rias was the one to actually step up to say all the stuff she needed to say. The right things. This man just has one priority. Touch boob, get a harem, that's it. That's his whole life standard. Which, not bad, but at the very same time, that's not my priority when a friend of mine or the person I like is hurting. That's not how that goes. The only two people I am willingly able to give this man any type of like, alright, I can see why you got, you know, this person, is Rias and Azia. Rias because obviously that's just gonna be how it is, and Azia because, well, in season 1 she died and he cared a lot, so I'll give him that. Anybody else, I don't give credit for. Well, and plus, let's just add another person to the mix, and honestly, my second favorite female character in the entire show, Zenobia. Why are you just on this man's meat? Why you want his babies? For what reason? What reason do you get out of that? I don't see anything positive. There ain't no net positive. It's a net negative. That's just how it is. Why? Because he's strong? Because he's just a dragon? Is that all? Bitch, I'm ready. I'm here for it. Like, come through. Come through. You deserve a rounds. You deserve a rounds tonight. All that nonsense. And you mean to tell me that's the only reason why? And basically everybody else feels essentially the same sort of way outside of maybe Azia and Rias at times, and that's about it. But everybody just so happens to like this guy for X amount of reasons. Sure, buddy, sure. But as I end this whole thing off, there is one damn thing I will like to say, and I do appreciate DxD for. Issei dying. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, that sounds incredibly toxic to say, damn, the best parts of DxD was when Issei died. That's in when Konako's on screen. Outside of those things, and maybe some bit of boob of other characters, with Issei just not being in the shot, I'm not necessarily gonna sit here and lie. It is amazing. His death in season 3 was beautiful. I loved it. It was the happiest moment of my life knowing that this man did not breathe the same air that I do. That is basically how it is. When he was dead, I got my wish. I'm like Drew McIntyre. I prayed for this to happen, and it happened, and I got what I wanted. That was beautiful. And you know what came out of that to be even more beautiful that I was going to talk about previously? The girls did stuff. They actually got mad. They fought. They got pissed. Powers were being thrown basically everywhere. Kaneko landing a huge ass hit on Cerberus. Zenobia was not playing any type of games. Irina was throwing hands, throwing angel halo thingies. It was amazing. The girls, again, by themselves without Issei coming through at all, they can dead ass whoop so much ass without him being present. They can literally go ham in all types of directions, and they could actually cause some craziness to happen, but it doesn't last long. Hell, Ria's had a whole moment where she was about to basically go off on Loki. I would have loved to see it, and only for them to take it away from me. Like, come on, dude. You can't be serious. Hell, that's kind of the reason why I like season 3, honestly. Even though it's not necessarily canon, I like the idea of, for whatever reason, Ria's just having a damn dragon power. Because, wow, she's actually strong. She can actually do something that's not necessarily just sit there and just be boring. That's my whole thing. Oh, you thought I was done? My promo isn't over!
Nothing more. My promo's not over!
There was one more thing I forgot to add to this whole bucket of nonsense, and that is the fact in the first rating game, and you really want to know why I absolutely despise Issei to the brink of the core. It's the first rating game. Not necessarily gonna lie, I jumped into DXC back in my high school time, and I didn't know what the hell was happening. All I knew was Koneko was bae, and she was all I need. And when it came down to it, when the elimination of Koneko happened, you realize this man Issei could have just, I don't know, warned her, paid attention to the surroundings and everything, but didn't effing do that, and just essentially let her get taken out. I'm so... When I saw that the first damn time, I literally wanted to hop off my desk and jump into my phone. That's how bad it was, because I was just gonna go in that world, beat his ass, and just be like, how could you do this to the one chick that's about fine as all hell? You gotta die. And I know somebody in the comments gonna be like, oh, well, in that moment, Koneko should have just paid attention to herself, like instead of just wait on Issei to say something. First of all, the queen does nothing wrong. I don't necessarily care what it is. She could be trying to mix chocolate with hot ass. Does not matter to me. The same type of ass that Issei can't handle. Boy, you know damn well you cannot handle all that ass. Issei is a bitch of a character. He's a cunt of a boy, and don't necessarily know how to actually close in on a deal with these fine ass hoes. I am baffled. I am basically bamboozled. I am in a fit of outrage over this cunt boy. Don't know how to do any damn thing outside of being stupid as hell and having boobs as priority for his own damn life, when bitch, them shits are gonna sag. You will never see Jay fall into this nonsense. He's gonna earn his stuff, he's gonna earn his abilities, he's gonna go through life and deal with all the pain, because that's how you do things. That's how it's done. At least he's shown the training of how he gets his abilities, right? At least he's showing that currently. What have you shown, sir? You haven't shown anything outside of being a loudmouth, a man that can't close the deal on some hoes, the man that can't necessarily sit here and actually cash in on being a worthless son to your parents, a man that can't necessarily cash in on the finest, hottest cat girl in all of fiction, and at the end of the day, he is just one bum-ass bitch.
Oh!
I regret asking him about this, Bridget's sister.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.